Purist, I watched Marble Hornets, and I still watch Marble Hornets, and that's pretty much all I watch. I'll catch up on Everyman Hybrid every now and then, but...
Yeah, for Doc really only sticks to the Marble Hornets usually. And then he watches individual videos here and there.
So he's just here for moral support now.
Oh, well, I guess.
Didn't you watch the Anderson journals? M.L. Anderson?
No, I tried.
M.L. Anderson,
honestly, but see, I lived where they filmed. I lived where they don't make me do Smith because we'll never end this podcast. I lived where they live, like IRL, so I know where they're shooting. I know Stormy in person. So, well, okay, not exactly in person, but I'm going to do it.
I know her too.
Stormy, I love you. But that's what I'm saying by purist. I watched pretty much one series. I've watched it ever since it began. That's just me.
I don't know if that really makes you a purist, or just...
Yep, it just makes me picky.
Just very picky.
It makes you lazy.
Thank you.
That too.
Actually, I did try and watch Adam's series. I liked it, but I don't know. It's not the same. It's a good series, but it's not the same, man.
You haven't probably watched the later stuff that I've done.
Probably not.
That's my better stuff.
I'll turn you around eventually, Doc. It's just a matter of time.
If you make another fan trailer like the one you did for Everyman Hybrid, you might. And don't Saber, don't. That.
I was already planning to, so...
Oh.
Yeah, you're not going to change my mind. I'm not going to say whose, though. Somebody's getting a trailer. Anyway.
To me! I like being done.
So anyways, next up, My Dark Journal and Osiris Chronicles had a crossover. And
lots of badass fighting.
Yes, I'm not gonna try and fake that I'm caught up on either of them, but from what I could gather, for some reason Victor from My Dark Journal, who has been a long time kind of proxy antagonist kind of character, suddenly showed up in Tristan's house, and there was fist fighting, and they're fist fighting, and then suddenly door opens behind them, and Slenderman!
Well, he showed up a little late to the party. I think that was the implication there.
And then there was a recent video showing Slenderman attacking Victor with tentacle effects, and they were okay.
I think that was
definitely not like
did those, right?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Unless there's somebody besides Adam and Sanchez doing the tentacles now. As far as I know, you two are the only ones who actually do the tentacles.
2080 did.
What?
Oh,
nothing can top 2080's effects, man. 2080 it's a classic.
It's like
taken
right
too soon from us.
And I must mention this. I blanked out for like a minute, and my mental capacities return all when somebody says, "Unless you do the tentacles." I just set that up. Continue.
What?
Okay.
I mentally checked out because I'm focused. I have another thing that I'm doing that could possibly be a very big mistake, but I'm not going into that. Anyways.
Okay, so yeah, so I guess Doc's trigger word is tentacles.
Tentacles.
Heyo.
Anyway.
Don't threaten. It's a good time.
So there was that crossover, and then AP Collection has had updates.
Several updates. Yeah.
Yes.
And guess who we happen to...
Hi, Josh.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Good. So now we can get straight
Tell the good people about your series, and like in general, because a lot of them probably have not like watched you.
It's a really, really convoluted story that crosses universes and space-time, blah, blah, blah.
Moffat!
There's also a serial killer who's a double of one of the protagonists. There's a blog. Read the blog. The blog's good.
It's a good series. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you still haven't seen the original series, which is actually a prequel, Angel's Game, that was one of the best series like from the early days.
I think it was considered number 4 up until Dark Harbor showed up.
Yeah, you were, and you were the fourth. You were not discounting John clubs. You were the fourth one to start. So you were like one of the early. Cool. You were one of the earliest. And it's considering that it's still, because it's a sequel, it's still a running story. That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. I think all in all, there's 100 something videos related to the story.
Most excellent.
It's really big for no reason. Okay. But yeah, there were a couple updates. There were three videos. Yes. 3 videos?
I believe so.
I don't keep up with my series.
Hold on, I'm checking your section on the site.
I think, there's 3 videos and a hell of a lot of blog posts.
Yes, I've seen a lot of blog posts coming through.
0 and 5.
Yeah, 3 videos. 2 answers videos and personal.avi.
Okay. Yeah. So, who's actually watched them?
I watched
There is a cooler with blood.
Yes.
I have fallen behind on my...
Okay, so am I the only person that really knows what's going on right now, or should I explain the videos, or...
Yeah, I watched personal.avi, and I gave her somebody probably died, and now it's personal.
Okay.
I'm a bit behind.
So, I guess I'll sum up the videos.
Okay.
There was the 2 answers videos, which are Alana's character showing up at my character's house, looking for answers because she has no idea what's going on. She just now got back into the game. Very much like what happened to her character last time. He's kind of not involved up until the end. You got lots of stuff being filled. Like I think we answered most of the questions I've been asked on the Tumblr and in my out-of-game accounts. So that happened. And then there was personal.avi, which was Josh's response to Faceless leaving his girlfriend's face in a cooler at his house. Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, that's a great thing to come home to.
Give me your face.
Oh, no. You
your favorite movie was Face Off.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry. I should not have started jokes. I'm sorry.
I like jokes. Jokes are fun.
I had to.
Not the jokes! Ah! Sorry, I couldn't help it.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Faces in coolers.
Then Collector, he traveled through space and time to the universe the first series took place in, and then he traveled back, and then he did it again twice, and now he's back again.
Wait a minute. Saber, that's what hit the TARDIS. That's what made it fuse with that world. I knew it!
We ran over the Collector?
No, I think we ran over the Collector. Did he happen to show up with a really big skid mark going up his back in the shape of a blue box? Because if he did, then yes, we ran over him.
This is not canon.
No, and for those of you who don't know, actually, me and Zaber do a little outside work. We do a little Let's Play on the side, which we should link in the description for those who
do it. Link it for all of the people.
Plug count +1. Ding.
I was going to say, the plugs. We got to keep that plug counter going.
Okay. All right, so yeah, PC Collection, you need to go check it out if you haven't yet, because it's very good.
I definitely recommend if you're going to try watching that, I would look up hiscollector.tumblr.com first and read through that, because it sums up almost the entirety of the first series, and it introduces Collector, who is technically the protagonist in the series.
Yeah, technically.
Even though I don't know, I think he'd technically be considered the protagonist.
Yeah, he was the first one introduced. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd read the blog first.
Yeah, read the blog first. hiscollector.tumblr.com. Ding!
Right. Next stuff. What's up next?
Looking. Hey, we fit. Okay, only one thing left. We have an out-of-game video to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Deflation.
Phone.
There's phone.
Who was phone?
Uh-oh.
That was phone.
A very good question. I'm glad you asked.
Anyways, we have an out-of-game video. We have a video.
Joseph listens to jazz.
Oh yes, and now I'm gonna actually. I don't know. Do you want to do the honors, Abe, or can I?
If you die in the jazz, you die for real.
Honestly, personally, what I would have done to make the video better, just personally, I like the video, but what would have been funnier, in my opinion, would be if after they show Joseph like all bloody on the counter, they pulled out back to the dream world, and they show Tim really happy, and then they show Tim in his house with his eyes closed, listening to the same record. So it'd be like, wait a minute, what? That would have been cool, but that's just what I would.
That. Well, see, but yeah, and that would actually kind of explain why he was there anyway.
I just
it's better with it
I
on
still
screen.
thought it was very funny with
It was.
yeah.
I loved it. It's funny as hell.
It was
It's just everybody's expressions and just.
I enjoyed the the beginning of the video where there was fruit on the table, so we thought it was going to be a repeat of the last time, and he comes up to it and he just smacks off the table. Also, I wonder where he goes jogging, where he finds an antique record player on the side of the road.
Very
Because
interesting
I
place.
want to go on that jogging trip. I need shit like that. Anyway, so yeah, that video. All right, and now, unlike last week, where none of us were really quite in the loop enough about it to talk about it, we can talk about the blogosphere with our good friend Andy.
Oh,
yeah, we're just gonna,
my favorite blog ever came back.
we're just gonna like give the podcast over to Andy for like the next hour and a half while he describes that, and then we'll be back. So
Andy, you should
No,
talk
it's
about
not going to
Captain
be that long.
Hey,
gosh.
what? No,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, you started that back up, didn't you, Josh?
I kind of just made one post in response to Alex's blog. Because he kind of used my character without asking, which was kind of rude.
Uh-oh.
Wait, Alex's blog is in Alex from Mount Hornet?
Black elephants in my kitchen.
Oh, different Alex.
Yeah.
There's White Elephants Part 2 and there's Black Elephants in my kitchen, and they're separate. They're separate things. Okay. Anyway, Andy.
Is there any reason why the elephants were such just a major motif with elephants?
Clearly it has to do with the mindfuck scene from Dumbo.
Pink elephants
really?
on parade.
So the entire
Pink
mythos
elephants
revolves
on
around
parade.
Dumbo? I mean, I can dig it.
Anyways, Andy,
Andy,
kick us
take
off.
it away.
Basically, the blogosphere is own machine at this point. The routers are in contact with each other. They're sort of trying to do things with each other at the moment. For better or for worse, that's sort of what it's become. And basically, now what's been going on is, do any of you remember Red Light at all?
Yes, I remember Red Light.
From White Elephants? Yeah, well,
Kind of.
he got killed off, and only the way he got killed off completely ruined them that the author was crossing over with. Basically, the author of White Elephants lost a lot of respect from a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, White Elephants, Red Lights from there. So he got killed off, but this person he crossed over still needed him for a crossover. So people found a way to bring him back fairly realistically within what's been done with Red Light, in White Elephants. They brought him back to kill him off for good, and now he's
So they
back.
brought him back just to kill him off.